guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy, and we are going to be, I have out my cards. I'm doing 100 paintings or drawings challenge for myself. Picked it up from a person online, don't remember who. There's a bunch of challenges out there. So I have cards and papers cut out in many different flavors, and I went ahead and taped down watercolor ones. This is Arch's watercolor paper. I cut up one full sheet into these little cards, and I thought we'd just throw down some watercolor, play around with color a little bit, and then dry it all and doodle over the top, if not all, some of these tonight, and then maybe in a next video we can finish drawing. We'll see how far we get, how painstaking this is. I'm gonna grab maybe not the biggest brush, maybe we'll go this route to start. And my spritzer, should I spritz? Yeah, we'll spritz the top row. How about, oh fine, we'll just spritz them all. And we're going to play with color. We're just going to splash around. And these are taped on the back of a drawing pad. I have several that I've saved and put shelf paper on top of. And yeah, I just thought we'd play with leftover paint in my palette and just kind of see what happens. No plan, no method to the madness, as it were. See these colors? Look at those. Granulating sons of guns. Throw down some color. See what happens. Some of this pink. And I like to splatter as well. See if we like that. Those are pretty. Let's do some different colors though. Ooh, green. Green's a good color. I do like me some green. This is the sap green. And then maybe some of this orange. Oh, that's earthy, right? That's pretty. I like this orange color right here. There's more water in that. Throw that down a couple spots. And then what do we want to put with it? More, I don't want to do more green. Let's do purple. Should we do purple? This is dioxazine. Not really any method to the madness. Once again, just kind of playing around, seeing what happens. I'll drop some purple in here. There we go. Kind of dig it. I mean, I don't hate it. Let me grab some of this leftover stuff over here. Kind of really liking what's going on up here. This one especially. Those granulating colors, that blue. It's dreamy. It's the galaxy blue, which is really nicely granulating color. Ooh, that's a little concentrated. Just kind of digging that pastel purple going on in there. Well, that's all right. We'll just water it down a little more. Do. All right. I do feel like got a little carried away on these down here. I didn't leave any white spots. So maybe we'll just dab around a little bit, create some super light spots. There we go. Do you like that? I'm gonna hit these with a heat tool. Do I want to? I'm kind of liking the granulation happening up here. I don't think I'm gonna do that with those. Let's just let them dry, I think. Let's let them have their fun in the sun. I'm gonna get the rest of the drips off though. Like that. Okay. Oops. Now, are any of them really dry? Not yet. I used too much water. All right, fine. I'll hit it with a heat tool. Too impatient. Tell you what, Archer's watercolor paper really does flatten right back down really nicely. I like it. Okay, what am I going to do next? I have out stencils. I thought we would maybe throw some texture on a few of these. See what we like and what we don't like. Lightly, I like those. No. Maybe some polka spots. Maybe those. And then, what color do I want to use for this kind of activity? These are my favorite stamp pads. So I've got red and yellow. I don't want to use red. I might want to use the yellow. I have blue, maybe green and purple. So yeah, let's try. I don't want the stenciling to be like super noticeable, but I do want it to be, you know, an element. Let's see. I want to put this kind of off the side right there, first and foremost. I have little blending tools that I'm enjoying. Let's see. Blue. These are wonderful, by the way. These little blending things. Let's come in here and maybe do a little bit of patterning like that. Ooh, fun. Okay. And maybe just a touch more over here. Doesn't need to be the whole design either, just a part of it is really fun. Okay, I dig that. Now, do we want to stick with the blues? I kind of like this pattern as well. This is a piece of paper. It's a die cut from my Grabie box that I'm using as a stencil. I think it's too cool to not use as a stencil. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. There. A few little dots here and there. Okay, that's not terrible. Maybe a little bit of purple. Let's see. Right here. Well, I could ghost it too. That wouldn't be terrible. A little bit of purple ghosting. Yeah. Because I'm looking for texture. I'm not looking for repeating patterns. I'm just trying to throw in a different texture, a different feel to my creations, if you will. Now let's do a little bit of, where's the other one that I wanted to try? This like, these kind of things. These kind of things. Something like that. Yeah. It's fun. Maybe blot that edge a little bit more. There we go. I think that's enough on that one. I don't want to get too carried away. Like I said, I want these to be like in the background, so let's not get too carried away, lady. Maybe a little bit of polka spots. Maybe some polka spots. I do like me some polka spots. Put that right on there. Do we want to do a different color on these? You know, I don't know. Maybe not. Well, yeah. Oh, almost messed up my... See, I have gold for gold. Just gonna fold that. That's so fun. Maybe just a few right there. Yeah. All right. Okay, I like that. That might be too much fun. We won't be able to truly tell what's going on until we're done with the art that I'm going to put on top. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I dig that. So I'm going to stop messing with those. Let's come down here and mess with these. What I think I want is a nice, super golden. Like that. My tape's coming up. I like that. Okay. And then, okay, let's not get too carried away with the polka spots. This is a fun pattern. Let's see what happens. I think we'll do switch to purple. It's a little busy, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Let's come over here and do some on this. Let's do this. And then there's an actual grid on this one. I didn't even notice that before. Did you guys see that grid? When I was holding it up like this, there's so much going on I didn't notice it. Interesting. Okay, let's line up the grid and see what happens. Not too shabbily. Not too shabbily. I think I would like some more of... I really like this one so much. Maybe we'll put the edge of the design on the edge of the paper. Like so. I'm going to the blue. Yeah, I like that. That looks awesome. I like how it gets kind of lighter in the middle and disappears. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Let's do that again, but over here. I don't know why I flipped that around. It's the same on both sides. This is me having fun with my art supplies. Mixed media ink. Mixed media ink, you guys. That's cool. I really like this one. And it speaks to me. It says hello. Hello. I haven't used this one yet. Should we try some of this? What kind of... This also has a grid on it. Interesting. Okay. I didn't notice that before. I think I want to use green. Let's use green. I don't have a green blending tool yet, so I will get out one of my little... Oh, Astrid stole my little finger. Nope, right there. But those have orange on them. So that won't do. try this guy. Seems all right. Come in here and really ink it up, and then come in here and do a little green on green action. Oh yeah. Is he in your head right now? All right, all right, all right. There's a lot going on this one, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm apprehensive about the green on there. Heck with it. Do it. Do it! Don't be shy. Ooh, the double is nice. Okay. Take it. A bit of that. Alright. I think we're done stenciling for now. I'm getting carried away. It's so much fun, you guys. So much fun. I recommend it. I got these on Temu, by the way. Just so you know. I got all the colors. I bought 2 reds on accident. They are actually my favorite inks right now. So I got ochre yellow, lilac purple, haze blue, leaf green, ruby red, and I thought I was getting black, but I got another red. So I do have a black ink pad though. I don't really need a black. I have black in another brand, but I wanted all the colors, you know, in the set because I think the boxes are gorgeous. That's what sucked me in there. Okay, on top of this, what should we do? What should we do? I think we should grab an ink pen. We should grab an ink pen. This is a fine liner graphics by Marabou, a 0.4. I don't know if this one's waterproof. We'll find out. Let's do a little doodling, shall we? I don't know why I'm starting with this one. Feels right. It just feels right. So we're gonna do a few little lines. Coming up. Make some shapes and label them flowers. Why? Because we can. It's your art. You can label this whatever you want. Looks more like a leaf, but that's okay. Not going to stress it. Some little detail lines. Give a little bit of direction for flow. Like that. Maybe and this is what one of my doodle sessions would look like. Just me futzing about on the paper, seeing what happens. Okay, that goes over the top, so I'm going to put another leaf right here. Right over the top. There we go. Fill this one in so that it looks like it's back behind. There we go. Maybe this one swoops over this way and hangs down a bit. These overlap each other. They're very friendly. They love each other so much. They don't want anyone to be lonely. And not every doodle is going to be a winner. You do not have to stress about that at all. Do what comes to you. There we go. Grab some lines coming down in some spots. Okay, that's a mess, but we'll let it roll. Ooh. Little mushroom dude over here. Cute little mushroom dude. Some grasses, maybe some moss. Twigs. Super quick, right? Super quick little doodle. Coming in like so. Wrap that around. Maybe this comes up like this instead. And since it's by mushroom, it doesn't have to be anything specific. It can just be a cute mushroom. Or it could be a creepy mushroom with stuff dripping off of it. And I've done that one a bunch of times. Come in here, get in a little bit of contrast. Some scribbly grasses down there. We want some tall grasses coming up behind. Like that. Why not? Maybe a few more coming up. Right there. Lean it over. Maybe there's another one peeking out right there. They don't all need to be perfect blades of grass either. They can be haphazard, ripped, broken, little bits dangling down. Whatever speaks to you. Like that. That's cute. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Let's see. What else do we want to do? Oh, my nose tickles. My nose tickles something fierce. Boop. Okay. Ooh, feeling a little sleepy. It's getting to be my bedtime. I want to read my book a little bit before I sleep tonight. Let's pull up a few little things. We could do that. I do like field mice. I think they're cute. We're going to put a little mouse right here. I'm going to give him a big eye though. There's a little shine spot right there. Cute little cheeks and little furs coming out from that eye. A little nose situation. He's peeking up. Comes down around like this and like that for his little cheek and his little nose is right here. His cute little nose like that. His little chin, like that. He needs a little ear back here because he's not looking very mouse-like without his ear. We're going to make it a little bigger than it is naturally because we can. And pull this down here more. Like that. Like that. There's little paws right here. Little tummy is right there. Here's the back of him right here. Maybe the tip of his other ear right there. Peeking out. Like that. Maybe there's, I don't know, some berries up here. Some little berries. He's super interested in teensy berries, right? Maybe a little branch coming down right here with some more berries over here. It's cute, cute. Let me pop in a little foliage. Peeking in as well. Like that. Maybe another berry over here, kind of off the side. Like that. It's very interested in the berries. I feel like another berry should be right there. Kind of back behind this one. Little foliage poking in right there. And his other little arm needs to be right here. His little hand is off the page. He's indecisive about what he wants to do. His little tummy is all kinds of under there. Okay, I think he needs some color. I think he needs a little bit of color. Back there. Ooh, that ink is not waterproof. We'll be a little more gentle with our lay down then. Kind of made it all gray. He's a gray mouse. They do exist. Just not what I was going for at all on any level whatsoever. Let's try again. Grab a little orange and pop it on there. There we go. That's better. Well, these are just little practices. They don't need to be anything spectacular. It's not necessary to create a masterpiece every time you paint. Sometimes just painting for the sake of painting is the way to go. I want to put a little pink in there, and that did not work out. Where'd my tissue go? There he is. Found him. There we go. Let's try again. A little bit of pink. And our berries could be red. Nice vibrant red berries. These are my M-Gram paints out of my M-Gram palette. I am just dabbing in. It's the palette that's out right now. So that's what I'm playing with. Some green on our leaves. Got a little foliage peeking in, like so. Every little wear. It's alright. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I think I'm going to stick with pink. Come over here and do a little dropping in of color wherever I feel like it. Just for fun, little dots down here. Maybe grab a little bit of green, muted, just a little flavor, just a little flavor of green. Tap it in. And if you do something like this and you don't want to use traditional colors, by all means, you know, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. I'm gonna drop. I feel like our mushroom needs to be blue. So that's what I'm going to do. Not going to worry about coloring all of it in. Just going to wiggle the brush around. Maybe put some blue down here. Pull that down. We'll wait for that to dry and see what happens. Oh, you know what would look good on this? Quinacridone red. This, oh, it's glorious. It's a glorious color. Just gonna come in and play around. Just playing around. Maybe we'll splotch it in. Maybe I like that better. Grab some Quin. This is Quinacridone Rose. I love the colors. Let's use something vibrant for the leaves as well. Just come in and trace my lines real quick. Like that. Okay. Now what? Now what should we do? Here. A little there. Little eyeball right here. And then a little down, down, down. A cute little nose right here. Like that. Like so. To there. Kind of fans out a bit. I got the other eye right about here. Little almond shaped thing. Like that. Sweep that out. A little mask. He's got a little bit of a mask. I have no idea what this animal is. No clue. Looks like a cross between a squirrel and a cat. And a fox. There. It's got a little ear. This is the head. Cute little ear shape happening over here. As ears are ear-shaped. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha, she's so funny. Little ear there. And then the other ear right here. Sweeping out like that. Because of the angle of the head, we can see this ear really well. Little furries on the inside. Cute. I think. So far. I haven't lost it yet. I feel like I'm about to lose the whole drawing. Okay. There. This little snout comes down. Like that. Got a little cheek situation right here. And all this little fur comes out like this direction. Cute. Got little whisker dots. And then for a little body comes down. Okay, here's where things get crazy. That's the back of him right there, sweeping down like that. He's sitting on a branch. Like quite literally sitting on a branch. He's little looking. He looks like a little creature. A little furry squirrel, cat, fox creature. I don't know what he is. It's supposed to be. I'll have to look him up later. Figure it out. From right about here. This little neck fur. He's got a little chest of lighter fur right there. And then this little body right here. He's got a paw coming here. He's got big paws, like big old paws. You can't really see him because they're going to pop off the page, but that's okay. We're not going to stress it. He looks super soft too. He looks like you want to snuggle him. You just want to snuggle his little self. There we go. He's cute. Like that. Can't really tell what's going on down here. But he is sitting on a branch. He's legitimately sitting on a branch. I'm gonna pull that up like that. I like it. I'm gonna extend this a little bit over here, right there. Okay. Okay. Drop in some little bits of color. That ink is not waterproof at all. So we're just going to skim down here like that. Pick that back up. Pick that back up. That kind of softened things where I needed to. There we go. I forgot about the ink not being waterproof. I'll have to switch pens here quickly. There we go. Another thing you can do is just go in with like colored pencil or gouache or anything else. This needs to be Not in that collection of pens. Not in that collection. Is the video getting too long? Probably. But that's alright. That helps a bit. Okay, we'll let that dry. I was going to dip this in water. Oops. Maybe it's a red squirrel. Who knows? Who knows? Let's do a flower, like a real flower though, not a fake flower. Whoopsie, my little easel thing fell down. My bad. Should we do a flower? Why not? There they are. Lost my collection. Oh, there we go. That's better. Let's do a little... There. 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 Like that. Sweeps around. This is a very fat ink pen to be doing this with, but that's okay. The texture of the paper is lending some credence to this fat pencil. I'm kind of digging it. Like that. Okay. And then I want some more flower, like maybe there's a little raggedy petal right here coming down. Like that. And then like that. And then this comes in like that, and then in, and then have a petal kind of leaning out like this, doing its own thing, because it can. That. Okay. Then get some stems in here, flowing down like this. This one like that. There we go. Maybe it's coming out of the top of a container. That, and then Some long melodramatic leaves. They're very melodramatic. Maybe some sweeping like that. I dig it. This guy like that. Another melodramatic one over here. Oh no! Like that. Then perhaps we have a little something scooting up here. Another leaf situation. Maybe there's a bud over here. Kind of a lot going on there, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't mind. We do not mind. You know what I think I want to do in here is a soft, like, muted pinky color. That. And then maybe white. Sounding very chalky. I'm not digging that. I'm not digging it. I don't know why I didn't grab my Prismacolor that I like to blend this stuff with. Did I not put I didn't put a Prismacolor in this set, that's why. Did I? I did. Haha. Haha. Prismacolor is the best colored pencil white that I've found. If you have found a different white that works better, let me know in the comments below. But as things stand right now, the Prismacolor is pretty great. These are my Brutfuner colored pencils. Brutfuner. Watercolor paper is pretty textured, so take a lot of layers to get in there and get exactly what I want. But these are supposed to be sketches, not I'll go back over it a little bit, really make that pop, like so. Maybe for this one we go light pink. I think the muted pink was not a good idea. Light pink there. Lost this petal. Just disregarded it altogether. Bit of the muted pink right there. And go back in with the bright pink. And then grab our ink pen. And come in here and recapture some of those lines like that. Take it. Okay. Let's grab some white. That would have been a better way to go, was the light pink and white together. For the brightness, or even yellow would have been a good choice. Yellow probably would have been a really good choice. mixed with the pink. If I were doing a longer piece, I would consider switching it up and starting over and going with the light and the white and the bright. The light, white, bright. Let's muted one like in the areas where the flowers not so. There we go. A little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of that. All right, I'm digging it. Let's do blues. Let's do blues. Moody blue. Sweeping down. That. Ooh-wee. Fun, fun, fun. That white, that blue over the top. This will be the last one for tonight. Another reason I think I'm doing so poorly is because I'm on camera. Sometimes I just don't do as well on camera as I do on other times. I just don't. My tummy just made noise. Sorry about that. There. We only got 3 more. Should we just do the 3 more? Maybe keep it a little tame. Just to brighten up some of the spots. Some of it. Yeah, that looks much better. Look at that. Colored pencils are great. Sweet, sweet, sweet. That's much nicer. Look at that. Give them a little glow. Skim over the whole animal. Skim over with the yellow. Pretty, okay. Pretty, pretty. I feel like those eyes. Where'd that white go? Here it is. I think it'll do it. Not as effectively as I want. Where's my sharpener? This is gonna be a little loud. There we go. Okay, let's try again. Kind of soften this a bit, push that back. Then, there we go, a little life in her little face. I like it. If you don't have a white Prismacolor pencil, I recommend going and picking one up. They're pretty great. There, I like that better. Honestly, I could go over all of these with colored pencil and feel like 10 times better about them. Colored pencil over watercolor is pretty amazing. This is just a mess up here. This whole thing is just a disaster. Lose. It's a lose-lose. Textures of the colored paper help a little bit with making it look more like an animal. I like it. I think I was in the mood to draw flowers and I drew other things instead. The little fox creature isn't too terrible. Maybe a poppy? Ooh, I like that one. Let's do that one. Bunch of little dashes and dots for the center little round nub that's poking up. I think this is a kind of daisy, but I'm not sure. That, and then let's see, we'll start with this one. There's lots of dark right here. Where the petals and things are getting dense. You can't quite tell where the brightness is and where it's not. There we go. More like that, a little slightly rounded. And then let's pop in some of these petal shapes. Like that. Okay, and then this one kind of comes up like that and around. There's a highlight spot right there, just a little narrow one. Okay, and then this one. Off the page, which is totally fine. No need to panic. Like that. And we've got a few little ones kind of scooting off in that direction. And then over here we just continue on making sort of abstract shapes. I mean, you could totally get creative with this whole situation, this whole design situation. Like that. And then put another one over here. Kind of scooting out like that. There we go. And then maybe pop this one up a little bit like that. And then a few scooting off in that direction. And it doesn't have to be like super clear that you know, what petals what. And then we need a stem, so let's go right about here. I like it. There, maybe there's a leaf sweeping down. I feel like that's interesting. Okay. There. And then, should we do anything up here? I don't know. Maybe some petals from other flowers sweeping in. There. Maybe there's another stem shooting down right here. There's all kinds of stuff happening. Like I said, it's your art. You can do whatever you want. This is just a drawing session. It doesn't need to be super fabulous. It does not need to be, and that is something I need to remind myself of regularly. It does not need to be superb. It can just be a fun practice. There we go. I feel like that's enough. I'm kind of really digging that as is. I'm going to go ahead and use the white and really grab some edges. That. There. Just on this flower. The rest of the petals on the other things can just be what they are. That. And then maybe this flower is, what colors do we, oh, the yellow. Let's do the yellow. A really vibrant yellow. This is Posca yellow. Ooh. Liking that kind of a lot. We'll go over the white as well. I'm not going to fill it in all the way. I want some of that pink to peek through. I like it. That, a little bit there, a little bit there. This guy in. Yeah, I like that. And maybe pop some yellow on these. And then maybe some, let's do some green in here as well. And no, this is not what the flower actually looks like. It's actually very pink and green. I just chose yellow and green instead. Pretty. I dig it. Yeah. Alright. I like it a lot. Look at this glow of yellow back here, but I really want it to be more. There. I like that texture. Okay. Let's see. This is becoming a very long video. I don't know if I'm sorry or not. Are we sorry? No, we're not sorry. All right. Let's do some, I don't know. Let's do a little, I draw a lot of birds, so this is just a doodle of a hummingbird. Super quick. Give him a little hummingbird tail. Maybe he's sitting on some sort of like the edge of a leaf or something, flower petal, something. Maybe it is a flower petal. Do that. That can come down like this. A little dark. Like that. Its feet. Teensy itsy bitsy feet. And maybe a little bit of that. He's very cute. Maybe he has a little hummingbird friend sitting here, looking sort of down at him. They're having a conversation. It's a whole situation. Maybe it's a lady hummingbird. She's like, hey, what's going on? What's your name? Little feet. That. Cute? Is that cute? I think it's cute. Let's do a little bit of brightness. Heck, maybe they're sisters and they're just hanging out. A little bit of hummingbirdness happening. What does that mean? It means colors. It means colors. That's all that means. I'm gonna blot this a little bit. Yeah. A little carried away. Got a little carried away. A little bit of purple. Don't need a lot. I don't think we need a lot. Maybe there. This one's a little more pink. Cute. Cute, cute. I like it. I think it's adorable. And the flower they're on could be, maybe it's a leaf. Maybe it's a leaf. Who knows? Feeling green. Feeling green. So that's what we're going to do. Yep. That's what I'm feeling. A little bit of green gold. Let's just drop some yellow on there. Just straight yellow. And then a bit of green, just dark. There we go. It's cute. Let that dry. only have one more, you guys. One more. One more flower. I guess we could do a little flower, another flower. Let's do coming in this direction, I think. Like that. And a little leaf situation there, and then stem coming down. That. Kind of opening up a little bit right here. Just a bit, not too much. Like that. 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 Let's see. That. There. Coming around and around like that. I think that's good. And then here, a little edge there, and this right here, coming around. Some little curved lines to give it some shape. Like that. And then let's put in our little flower part that's peeking out. Starting to open up. Starting to unfold. There we go. I like it. All right. I feel like some sort of leaf right here is appropriate. Like that. Okay. That. Okay, now for our very last one, this, oh, no, you know what? I don't know why I'm using such a big brush, because it was right there. Getting crazy. I'll clean off this yellow right here, make it nice and pure. Now our too much flower part is going to be bright yellow, like that. I feel like that works. I'm going to take orange and come in and just give it a little variation, a little bit, not a lot. Just there. Okay, let that dry. Let's do a bright yellow green. There we go. Bright yellow green. Remember, you don't have to color the whole thing in. I'm going to steer clear from my yellow. Try Try not to touch it at all. There. See, I feel like now that I'm on the last one, I'm just getting into the swing of things. There. And I want to do just a little bit of splatter. Okay. Grab some dark green and pop that in a few spots. I get too carried away. I do feel like that's a little too bold. There we go. A little bit of pink. Drop it in there. Just a little touch. There we go. I really do like splattering. Okay. All right, let's take our tape off of all of them and see what they look like without all the stuff around them, right? And then we're going to be done. And I feel like they don't ever look good until you take the tape off. And then you can assess if you want to do more or if you want to just put some white gesso over that and do it differently. Those are choices you can make. They are choices I probably will make in the future. But I'll live with them all for a little bit and see if there's another medium I can put on top. That's another thing you can do, is just gouache over the top and make it something different. Or any other medium, really. Okay, let's do the bottom of this row. Like that. And then let's do the top. See, it makes all the difference in the world when you get that tape off. And like I said, not everyone is going to be a winner, right? And I may come in with other mediums over the top after the fact. Like outside of the video, not today. So there we are. We've got eight new little paintings done. Do you have a favorite? I think the rose and this little fox dude and the hummingbirds are my favorite. See, right here I feel like I'm just starting to get into the swing of things a little bit. Like I could sweep these all off and put more down and really, really get into this. What do you think about the different textures in the backgrounds? Just overall opinions. And which one's your favorite? See, this one I feel like I need to go in and put colored pencil on the birds, like right on those little birdie birds. Like this peachy color. Something bright and vibrant to make them pop. Maybe a metallic, a little metallic would be fun. Would be super fun. Astrid moved all my stuff. There's all kinds of things you can do. I have a bunch of gel pens. You could come in here and make little sparkle dots on them. Little dots. that. Cute. I think I have a green one as well. I do. Little green dots on top. Mixed in. The paper's bouncing. Maybe make her beak green. Make his beak green. So there's all kinds of things you can do. These gel pens are super fabulous, by the way. They're Unisigno. And they're pretty great. Come in here and get in a few little purpley marks. Just make the birds sparkle. They love to sparkle, these little hummingbird dudes. They sure do. A touch of white. Boop. Boop. And done. And you could do that with all of these. You could get in here and lend a little sparkle to each piece. I mean, you get crazy with this stuff. All right, that's where I'm gonna stop. This was a really long video. If you stuck around, thank you so much. I had fun. Yeah, let me know which one's your favorite, what you would do differently maybe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.